All right, there we go. Good morning, everyone. I am calling to order the meeting of the Election Law Subcommittee on this Good Friday. We have two bills to discuss, and they are, let's see, Senate Bill 596 and Senate Bill 283. We are going to start with Senate Bill 596, which has no amendments. Senate Bill 596 is election law, early voting centers, hours of operation. This is a cross file to Vice Chair Washington's bill that we passed in the House. The Senate bill is sponsored by Senator Washington, so it's a Washington cross file. And it's very similar, except that this bill has the 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Timeline. So what it does is it has the same hours as a regular election day hours. Whereas I think Vice Chair Washington's was maybe 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So a slight difference in the bills. Okay.
I was thinking about you guys when I did it at 8 instead of 7 a.m.
So thoughtful. So yes, that's the difference between the two bills, and I think we are going to go with the 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. just for consistency. So that's the same hours as election day. So that's it. No amendments on this. Is that correct, Stan? So may I have, Delegate Lasanti is coming in now. Hi, Delegate Lasanti, really quickly, because we're just about to vote. We're on Senate Bill 596 with the early voting center hours. It's the same as the House bill from Vice Chair Washington that we previously passed. The difference is that the hours in this bill are 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., which are our voting hours on election day. So it would just be standard for early voting and election day, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. May I have a motion on this bill?
Move favorable.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Discussion, Delegate Long. Sure.
Yes, can you please remind the body of how we voted that bill out? Remind us how we voted on that out of committee.
Out of committee of the House bill?
Yes.
Wasn't it unanimous?
I don't remember.
Let me see. We can probably look it up quickly.
Yeah.
Madam Chair, while you're looking that up, so was Delegate Washington's hours different than this bill?
Yeah.
Yes, his was
Okay,
8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
So we're passing out a bill that's different. Different hours. Okay.
The vote in Ways and Means on the cross file of this bill was all in favor except that Delegate Boatler voted no.
Okay.
Yeah, Bob, we voted for this on the House version.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other?
Thank you.
No problem. Any other discussion? Okay, all in favor, raise your hand. Any opposed? All right, I think we are unanimous in subcommittee on moving favorable on House or Senate Bill 596. All right, moving to the next bill, Senate Bill 283, the Student and Military Voter Empowerment Act. You may recall this bill, we passed the House version, sponsored by Delegate Lukey, pretty early in session. This bill includes a number of provisions that relate to college students and also members of the military to help broaden their access to voting. So it includes information about voting that the colleges would put on their websites, appointing a voting coordinator, creating a voting plan for the school. And for military members, it enables electronic submission of the federal postcard for them to register to vote by signing with the Common Access card. There are some differences between that the Senate made from the time that we passed the House bill. So Stan, if you can help us understand some of those differences before we vote. Or are there differences? I think there was.
Yeah, there are a few. So the Senate added an amendment that just added a few additional items that the schools, the public institutions of higher education would have to collaborate with the local board about, including parking and campaign signs if they host a voting site, ballot drop box siting, and a few other things like that. Another Senate amendment struck the requirement that the institutions give students 2 hours off on election day to vote. And then the final Senate amendment was that the student voting plan can't indicate how students should vote. It just has to encourage them to vote. So no guidance about how to vote. So those were the Senate amendments.
Yes, and I know for our subcommittee and the committee, we had really wanted to have the time off. We talked about a full day, then back to the 2 hours. Unfortunately, it's just something that seems to be a non-starter for the Senate, and we keep going back and forth. This bill was also introduced last year, and that was a sticking point. So I think at this point, that's a piece that we might just have to concede in the effort of the larger bill passing, and hopefully someone will come back next year. We can fight the fight for the college students to get some time off. Delegate Lasanti.
Yeah, just a quick question. What was the amendment about how they vote? I don't remember that.
That was a Senate amendment. They added that. And it just, all it's saying is that the student voting plan can't give any guidance to students about who they should vote for. It just is about encouraging them to vote. So that was a floor amendment that the Senate took.
Okay, I don't think we tell anybody how to vote, do we?
No, we don't.
Right, I mean, that's,
Thank God.
thanks for the obvious. Okay, thanks. Just thought I was missing something.
Yes. And on this Senate bill, we do have one amendment to add. This amendment is the one that Delegate Lasanti had proposed on the House bill, which clarifies that the common access card is only for the purpose of verifying identity for those military folks who have those cards. It's just for the purposes of electronically signing the form and not for any other purpose in terms of the voter registration. If we can move that amendment.
Move favorable on the amendments.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Any discussion on the amendment? Hearing none, all those in favor of the amendment to Senate Bill 283, please raise your hand. All right, any opposed? All right, Delegate Long, you're in favor of the amendment.
Yes.
Okay.
You didn't hear me raise my hand?
Might have missed it. Okay, the amendment is adopted. So on the bill, why don't we do a motion and then we can discuss further if there's any discussion.
Move favorable.
Second.
All right, on the bill, favorable as amended has been moved and properly seconded. Any discussion on the bill? All right, hearing none. All those in favor, raise your hand. All right, any opposed? Delegate Shoemaker, and then Delegate Long, are you opposed to the bill as amended?
Yes.
I see his hand.
Okay.
There you go.
I see it now. Okay, so the bill carries. We're moving forward with Senate Bill 283, favorable as amended. All right, that's all that we have for today. There is a bill that might be coming over into our possession for a concurrence later on. So I'm not sure, that might mean that we might need to huddle up quickly. So I'll try to keep you all updated. You all know we're just, moving as we go at this time in session. So I'll try to give you all as much notice as possible if we do need to meet again. But thank you so much for your thoughtfulness and your work, and I'll see you all a little later.